everyone, ready for a serious dose of wanderlust. Today, we're trading our everyday hustle for a taste of the good life, diving into what luxury really means in a city that practically invented cool.
I'm with you.
We're talking about Stockholm, of course.
Of course.
And our guide is Jacef.com's article, Luxury Vacation in Stockholm. They call it the ultimate premium guide, so let's see if it lives up to the hype.
All right, let's do it.
So when I think luxury travel, I'm thinking, like, over-the-top opulence, right? But this article paints a different picture of Stockholm.
It does, doesn't it? It's interesting because Stockholm doesn't, hit you over the head with luxury. It's much more subtle, more nuanced.
Yeah.
It's a city where you can wander down cobblestone streets past, these centuries-old buildings and then stumble upon a cutting-edge design studio tucked away in a corner. I mean, they've somehow managed to blend this rich history with modern elegance. It's pretty amazing.
It's like they've mastered that effortlessly cool vibe that everyone's always striving for. And you know what else caught my eye? This whole emphasis on sustainable luxury experiences.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like, finally, we can indulge in the finer things without, feeling guilty about the planet.
Right. It's not just about, extravagant spending anymore. It's about being mindful and making conscious choices.
Exactly. And this guide does a great job of breaking down the best times to experience Stockholm's luxurious side, depending on, what you're looking for. So let's say you're all about those endless summer days, soaking up as much sunshine as possible.
Okay.
June through August is when it's at its peak. Imagine like rooftop dining with those incredible sunset views over the city.
Oh, absolutely. And we can't forget about the archipelago.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I mean, picture this. You're cruising through thousands of tiny islands on your own private yacht.
Okay, stop. You're already selling me on this.
Sipping champagne at the sunsets.
Yeah.
That's summer luxury right there.
Sign me up, please. Okay, but let's say you're more of a winter wonderland kind of person.
Okay, I can see that.
December in Stockholm sounds magical. Like, imagine Christmas markets all lit up, a light dusting of snow. Maybe even get lucky and catch the northern lights.
Oh, that would be amazing.
So magical. But this article brings up a good point. Spring and fall might actually be the hidden gems for those who really want to, savor the city,
Yeah, definitely.
Fewer crowds, more personalized attention, really delve into the culture.
It's like having the city all to yourself.
Exactly. Okay, but let's talk about where to rest our heads after a long day of, living the dream. The article recommends some seriously incredible 5-star hotels.
Let's hear it.
And we have to start with the Grand Dame herself, the Grand Hotel Stockholm.
It just sounds impressive, doesn't it?
Right. Established in 1874, this place has seen it all. We're talking opulent interiors, stunning waterfront views.
And don't forget about their Michelin-starred restaurant.
Oh, right. I mean, talk about a place where you can really unwind and be pampered. But Stockholm also caters to those who prefer something a little cozier.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And for that, there's Edhem. It's a beautiful townhouse with only 12 individually designed rooms, so you know it's going to be exclusive.
It's like you're staying at a friend's incredibly stylish home.
Exactly, but with, 5-star service, of course.
Naturally. Okay, but for those who are all about sleek and modern, the article highlights Nobis Hotel.
Yes. Nobis is all about that minimalist Scandinavian design aesthetic. Clean lines, natural light, that understated elegance. It's right in the heart of Norrmalmstorg Square, too.
The location is perfect, easy access to everything. And if you're like me and love a good dose of history with your luxury, you can't go wrong with Hotel Diplomat.
Oh, tell me more about this one.
It's an Art Nouveau masterpiece, right on the prestigious Strandvägen. Waking up to views of the archipelago from a hotel steeped in history. Sign me up.
That sounds incredible. It's like stepping back in time.
Right. Okay, so we've got our luxurious home base covered. Now, what about actually experiencing Stockholm like a VIP?
All right, let's get into it.
Well, the article suggests exploring the Stockholm archipelago by private yacht.
Okay, now you're talking. Can you imagine anything more luxurious than having your own yacht to explore those 30,000 islands?
Right. We're talking gourmet picnics on secluded beaches, personalized itineraries. You could even have a private chef on board if you wanted to.
Now, that's what I call living the dream. But, for some people, luxury is also about immersing themselves in the world of art and design.
Oh, for sure. And Stockholm has a thriving art and design scene.
It does. And this article talks about some really cool ways to tap into that creative energy.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Well, they mention private tours of some of the top galleries in the city, meeting with local artists in their studios.
Oh, wow.
You could even commission a custom piece to take home as a souvenir.
Now that would be something special. Imagine getting a behind-the-scenes look at how they create their masterpieces.
Exactly. It's like stepping into a whole other world.
Totally. And speaking of exclusive experiences, we can't forget about the food. This article calls out Frentzen, Stockholm's only 3 Michelin-starred restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Frentzen is on another level.
Seriously?
Their tasting menu, it's not just a meal, it's like a culinary journey through Sweden,
Oh, I love that.
They take these seasonal ingredients, and I mean the best of the best, and they elevate it to an art form.
Wow, and this article mentions something about a chef's table experience. What's that all about?
Yeah, it's incredible. So imagine you're right there in the kitchen, watching the chefs work their magic.
Oh, wow.
You get to see the passion, the precision, up close and personal. Sometimes you even get to taste dishes that aren't even on the regular menu. It's a real treat.
Okay, you've officially made me hungry. But before we move on to more food, we got to talk about another key element of a luxurious getaway, relaxation. And this article highlights Sturbadet, a historic spa that's been around since the 19th century.
That's a spa with some serious history. I mean, they've had over a century to perfect those Swedish massages.
Talk about a place to unwind. Okay, but a luxury trip isn't complete without a little shopping, am I right? And Stockholm seems like a shopper's paradise, especially if you're looking for that mix of high-end brands and Scandinavian design.
It is. And for the ultimate shopping experience, you have to check out NK Stockholm. It's like their most prestigious department store.
Okay, what kind of brands are we talking here?
Oh, you name it, they've got it. You'll find those big luxury names like Chanel, Gucci, even Louis Vuitton alongside a carefully curated selection of up-and-coming Scandinavian designers. It's a great mix.
Sounds dangerous for my bank account, but for those days when you just want to wander and explore, the article suggests heading over to Bibliotek Skatan.
Bibliotek Skaden. It's a shopper's dream, really. You'll find these flagship stores for iconic brands like Acne Studios.
Oh, yes, love them.
And by Rito, their scented candles. Don't even get me started.
The best.
The best.
Okay, and for those who, live and breathe design, we can't forget about Svensk 10.
Svensk 10 is more than just a store, it's an institution.
It sounds like it.
They opened their doors back in 1924, and they've stayed true to this classic yet contemporary design aesthetic. They use natural materials, focus on craftsmanship. I mean, you can see it in everything they sell, from the furniture to their textiles and those gorgeous home accessories. It's truly inspiring.
Adding it to the list. Okay, so now that we've shopped to we've dropped, let's talk about refueling those bodies, because Stockholm's culinary scene goes way beyond just Fransen.
Oh, absolutely. This article introduces us to Oxenkrog, another Michelin-starred gem, and it's situated on this beautiful island called Djurgården.
Okay, and what makes Oxenkrog stand out? What kind of food do they serve?
They're all about modern Nordic cuisine, but with this really strong emphasis on sustainability.
Okay.
They work directly with, local farmers, fishermen,
Wow.
to get those really fresh, seasonal ingredients, and their tasting menus are incredible, very creative.
So it's really an immersive experience, huh?
Exactly.
Okay, so after a day of exploring, I don't know about you, but I always crave a good cocktail.
Oh, for sure.
Something elegant to, wind down with, and this article had the perfect suggestion. Kadir Bar.
Ah, yes.
It's located inside the Grand Hotel, and I've heard amazing things.
It's the perfect place to end your day.
I bet.
Get a cocktail, relax, and enjoy those harbor views.
Okay, noted. As we've been chatting about all these incredible places,
Yeah.
I keep thinking that Stockholm offers this really cool blend of luxury and history.
It does, doesn't it?
It's not just about modern indulgences, it's about experiencing the past, too.
Right, and this article definitely encourages that. They recommend checking out the Royal Palace.
Oh, I love a good palace.
Who doesn't? And this one is special.
What makes it so special?
For one, it's huge. Over 600 rooms. Can you believe that?
Wow, that's a lot of rooms.
But it's also, it's still a working palace. The Swedish monarch actually lives there.
That's so cool.
It is. And you can feel that royal history everywhere you go. They even offer these private guided tours.
Oh, tell me more about that.
So on a private tour, you can explore at your own pace, ask all the questions you want, and get this, they even take you to see the crown jewels.
No way. That's incredible.
Pretty amazing, right?
Wow, okay. Definitely adding that to my list. But let's not forget about the Vesa Museum. I mean, a 17th century warship. That's pretty impressive.
It really is something else to see this massive ship, perfectly preserved. It's like stepping back in time.
It sounds incredible. Any tips for making the most of a visit?
I would recommend going for one of those after-hours private tours.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, you get the whole museum to yourself, really soak it all in.
Love that. Okay, and for a little day trip outside the city, the article suggests checking out Drottningholm Palace. Have you heard of
Yeah,
it?
yes, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Wow.
It's actually where the Swedish royal family lives, and the gardens, oh my goodness, the gardens are just stunning.
Sounds like the perfect escape.
It is.
Speaking of escapes, we can't talk about luxury travel without talking about transportation, right? And even getting around Stockholm sounds luxurious. I mean, they were talking about chauffeur services in the article.
Oh yeah, imagine that.
Right.
Being driven around the city in style and comfort, no need to worry about traffic or parking.
Now that's the life. But for the ultimate pinch me moment, they did mention helicopter tours.
Okay, now that's next level.
Seriously, soaring over the city, getting those incredible views of the archipelago and the palace. Unforgettable.
Absolutely unforgettable.
Wow, I think we've covered pretty much everything from this amazing article.
I think so too.
Luxurious hotels, incredible food, art, history, even just getting around sounds amazing. Stockholm really seems like a dream destination.
It is. It truly is a city that allows you to define luxury in your own way.
All right.
It's about those little moments of indulgence, but also appreciating the simpler things in life.
I love that. So, as you plan your own luxurious escape to Stockholm, remember, it's not about showing off, it's about savoring every experience.
It's about discovering those hidden gems, embracing that effortlessly cool vibe that Stockholm does so well.
And creating memories that will last a lifetime.
Exactly.
Well, that's it for today's deep dive into luxurious Stockholm. Until next time, happy travels, everyone.